What is it in ourselves that we are unconsciously doing that makes those emotions come back up over and over again, get triggered pretty much automatically? And that is what this idea of we can actually be addicted to our emotions is all about. Now, how can we get hooked on feelings? Well, there is the physical aspect, just like with any drug. When we are snorting, shooting, smoking, taking these drugs in, our body responds. And our body responds with release of some neuroendocrines, hormones. Now, with anxiety or anger or any of those overwhelming, stressful reactions we have, we release stress hormones. And those stress hormones are going to all those different receptors, all the different cells in our body, and they are creating a reaction. Now, it's very possible that our cells become so used to this reaction and so used to getting a constant supply of those stress hormones that our body feels very much out of sorts when we don't have any kind of stress hormones in our system. Now, we know about those stress junkies, the daredevils that are jumping off buildings with base jumping suits and every time basically staring death in the face. We also know about the drama queens and kings that always need to make a big deal out of nothing. So there is this sense of, well, maybe people need, in order to feel alive, this jolt of energy and this release of these neuroendocrines, because the body is simply addicted to it. There is also the emotional and mental component where we have trained ourselves. This is what we do. Something happens in our life we don't like, we immediately go into withdrawal because we feel worried or we feel stressed or anxious and we are hiding out. Or someone is challenging us and we take it very personally and we're lashing out and going on the attack. And when we have these habitual responses, in the end, we are seeing the whole world through the filters of those emotions. We don't see that we have different options. Be more relaxed, be more accepting, be more inquisitive, figuring out, are we making assumptions about what this person is doing? Or are we actually seeing the reality? When we have these go-to habits of this is what we do and this is how we feel, at some point it's ingrained in our mind and it becomes the new default. And we can feel strange when we don't react this way.